Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here. I'm going to be doing the unboxing for the February Loot Crate. I believe the theme is dead for this month. I actually have my Loot Crate 8-bit glasses. I actually have a little kunai, which is my nerdy Naruto, Minato kunai. If you don't watch Naruto, sorry, that meant nothing. But we have our crate. Obviously, based on the size of it, I'm going to assume there's a pop figure in here. That seems fairly obvious. And of course, it's the Dead Crate in honor of Deadpool, which premiered this month, or I guess came out. I guess it doesn't. Well, I guess technically it premiered, but it came out this month, and it was really cool. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go see it because it was really, really funny. And the other half of the Dead theme is the fact that The Walking Dead has returned. It's gonna be too dark. I always have like my good 30 seconds with those, and then it's just too dark. Walking Dead is back, and I think this is the second episode after, or the first episode after the mid-season premiere, which was really great. Love that one, and I'm actually in the middle of watching it, but I'm gonna go straight through here. Okay, so definitely a pop figure, which is obvious, but I want to check out the t-shirt first, which is actually Deadpool. Upside down, I think. Yes, and it says tacos. So that's a cool shirt for sure. I definitely like this shirt. I do not have a Deadpool shirt. I like Deadpool, but he's one of the characters that I probably know the least about, honestly. Like, I knew a little bit about him because his initial origin is closely related to Wolverine. That's the only reason I really know that much about him anyway, but cool shirts. So, good to have that. Then we have, a Loot Crate exclusive Q-Fig, which is actually pretty awesome. It is, it's not a pop figure, but it's also Deadpool. And I'm just going to take this out because I don't really keep any of my stuff in the box anyway. The only stuff I ever keep in like mint condition are my comics, and mostly the ones I get from Loot Crate. Other than that, if I buy it, then it's for me to play around with. But it is, here's this tape again. But it is another Deadpool figure. Or a Deadpool figure, I should say. It's him coming off of a giant explosion. So I will zoom in on this so you guys can see that. Because I put the focus right. Boom. So, Deadpool, tiny, like, little Deadpool. It looks like he has a really big head like this. But he's got his katanas out, big explosion behind him. And that's actually very cool. I don't have any sort of space kind of whatsoever for this, but very awesome. The back of it just has like a little quote. It says eat blazing doorknobs of death, banana face," and it's just the picture of the explosion. But this is actually very cool, so definitely love that. It makes me think of Dragon Ball Z because this is orange on the bottom. For whatever reason, that puts Dragon Ball Z in my head. It's got like that gold orange tint to it, and I think DBZ. But definitely cool. So actually, that's a very awesome figure. It's actually really sweet. Nice little details all over the place. So that's really cool. So that's gonna have to go somewhere. I have no idea where, but find a place for it at some point. Let's see what else we got. Some little thingy. Oh, the pen. The pen for this month is actually a zombie Loot Crate. So that's pretty cool too. And because these have started, because now every pin from each crate has unlocked something, or does unlock something, I'm actually curious to see what this one unlocks, because the first one unlocked a comic on, what is that website? Comixology, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, is just an online site where you can get every comic book just in web-based form. So I actually got a free comic from that, from the last one. And basically all you have to do, even though as if you have it, you know by now what you have to do to redeem points, but for anyone who doesn't, all you have to do is just go online and it'll automatically give you the code to unlock this stuff as long as you log in with your own account. So you actually don't do anything with the pins themselves, even though it kind of makes it seem like you have to do something extra. You really don't. You just go onto your account, and you do go to lootcrate.com/pins, and then basically it just gives you your code as long as you're logged in, and then it'll say what you unlocked. So definitely a nice little pin. I have to zoom in again because I just don't do autofocus because I kind of it tends not to work for my thing, so it makes way more sense if I just did that. That's actually smart. So there it is, little tiny pin. Somewhat focused, somewhat unfocused, but once it zooms out, it barely tends to matter. Walking Dead, of course. Lootcrate exclusive construction sets. Okay. Contains 1 of 3, so I'm either... Oh, they have a bunch of these, actually. So I'm assuming based on this picture, I'm either going to get a very crispy walker, so just lava zombie is what it looks like. I'm going to get Rick with a giant head, or I'm going to get Daryl with a giant head. So let's see what happens here. It doesn't have one of those little tear spots, so I have to do this like a bag of chips. Or kunai. And I just stab myself. Fortunately, this isn't actually sharp. It's just actual metal. So let's see who we got. I have Rick. Oh, it's tiny. This makes it look huge. Like actually, his head is very gigantic compared to the rest of his body. So he's just in like little pieces in this bag here. So you guys should check that out. Lots of zooming in on this. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't really prepared. So there's his big head, legs, tiny, bitty little body here, and then he's just got like. Actually, these are his arms. I don't know if that's even going to show up. They're so freaking tiny. Plus the reflections. Those 2 little sticks you can just barely see. Those are his arms. Tiny little things. And there's a tiny little stand as well for him to stand on. So that's interesting. At least this is tiny. Because every other thing is like, you know, like the Deadpool thing. I'm like, I would love to put this up, but I have no space in here. Like, I don't have any sort of room. Like, this is what I have next to me. Like, hoverboard, loot crates, and pop figures that I haven't gotten rid of yet. So that's pretty much all the space that I've got. So with that being super tiny, that's actually very great for me. And then we have something huge. We have... Okay, I never would have thought they'd put this in here. But this is soap on a rope. And it's the zombie ears. The zombie ear necklace that Daryl had. I think this was from season 2, I believe. So this is also 4 little bits of soap on a rope. It is a Loot Crate exclusive, although I could totally see this selling like crazy if they wanted to, because everybody loves Daryl. That's really crazy. And I'll probably, I don't know, it's such a weird thing, because it's like, I probably won't use this just so I have this. But it's also really weird to say, I have a collectible piece of soap, or 4 little pieces of soap on a rope, that are zombie ears from The Walking Dead. So that's kind of funny, because I'm probably not going to open this just because I want to keep it. But then that means I'm keeping soap as a collectible, and that's weird, but cool. It's still really cool. And then I believe that's it. Yes, that is the last item. And then, of course, we have... the magazine for this month, which is actually pretty cool. Nice, just black and red, of course, for Deadpool, but of course it has the zombie on the front. One of the articles is How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, a wade into the Deadpool. That's actually a nice little pun there. And of course, gonna go through to... Oh, they also have a which Walking Dead character are you? So that's actually pretty cool. Well, yeah, so they basically only have 3 people. It's either Rick, Carol, or Daryl, which I guess isn't that bad. But of course, if you really care about that, you can definitely go online and find one with every character, I'm sure. So let's see what we have. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So for the Deadpool thing, they had 2 versions. You could either get the normal version or X-Force variant. As much as I love the black and white, because I, for whatever reason, only have like a scheme of black, white, or blue. I do like the normal red and black a little bit more. Granted, I'm actually seeing this in 3D, so it's a little different, but I can imagine the red as white instead of, the red. And I'm sure that would look awesome as well, but that's pretty cool. So some people got the normal Deadpool, some people got the X-Force version. Now, if that was a Spider-Man thing and I could have got Symbiote and I didn't, then that would have been a bit of an issue, because Symbiote Spider-Man is like, that is the coolest costume, period. They also have a thing. This is actually super awesome because I love the show. They have iZombie in here, which is really great because I wasn't expecting that to be on there. So that is actually really cool. So I might actually read that because I tend not to read any of the articles in here. But iZombie is awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's on the CW. Really funny zombie show. Really good. So this month's Mega Crate worth over $2,000 already. There, I already knew what was in this. At least two of the things, or one of the things I knew because I saw a picture. I believe it was on Facebook because the ads keep showing up. It's like, crap, I don't want to know what's in it because even though I don't get it, I still kind of want to wait to read it. But number one is a McFarlane's Toys The Walking Dead 17 plus inch Negan resin statue, which is actually pretty cool. That's going to be pretty nuts when he gets on the show. For anyone who has read the comics, you guys know. Deadpool leather motorcycle jacket, which honestly that's kind of what I really wanted. That was like the only thing I saw. I was like, I would love to get that because it just looks super awesome. Even though I of course don't have a motorcycle. The Evil Dead Anthology Blu-ray set with collectible Necronomicon book and prop dagger. I'm really mad that I don't have that because I didn't see that, and I love Evil Dead, which that actually makes me really sad. Samsung 60-inch 4K Ultra HD LED TV, Smart TV. I, of course, wish I had one of those. And then Death Note, the complete box set manga, which is very awesome. And I'm curious what they're going to do for the Loot anime, because I know Loot anime for this month is actually Haunted. And it's kind of funny seeing Death Note in there because, of course, Dead. And, you know, if you haven't seen Death Note, it has, people just die. I mean, it's called Death Note for a very good reason. But that's interesting. I guess that could kind of land itself into horror, but it's not going to be in the Loot anime crate for this month. And then the mini mega crate is actually iZombie Volume 1. And then there's a little Plants vs. Zombie 6-piece minifigure set. So that's pretty cool. And it actually would have been interesting to get Volume 1 of iZombie because I do really like this show. But man, I really wish I got the mega crate. I always wish I got the mega crate, but it's like, I would get a very awesome Deadpool jacket. I'd get a 60-inch TV, which I would love for my video games. And I would get a full freaking complete series collection of the Evil Dead. And currently I only have... I have the remake, and my friend for Christmas got me, like, the second one, I want to say. It was either the second one or Army of Darkness. I can't remember which one. But I only have, like, 2 out of 4 of the movies. But I do love them. Plus, I would love a Necronomicon prop, although that would probably freak out everyone that I know, because at least in this house, at least it would probably freak everyone out. But this is a cool crate. I like this one. They have some article. I think this might be one of the few articles I really want to check out, because they have like the stuff for Deadpool and just little things like that, like who he is, like, you know, Wade Wilson and stuff. And it says, like, BFFs is on here, and it's Deadpool trying to kiss Wolverine, of course, so that's pretty funny. They have How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse. Cardio is key. Number 2 is Go North. In the South, you can travel lighter due to milder weather, but are more likely to encounter zombies. Major population centers tend to be in areas of relative warmth. Okay. Learn new skills. Jawbreakers help, as in bats. And look alive. As a final rule, you may find that the greatest threats in any post-apocalyptic world are other living people. This cannot be avoided. Be smart, be brave, and hope for the best. This message is brought to you by the Loot Defense Force of Greater Los Angeles area. So, like some of these articles, I might have to check them out for sure, but I think this is a pretty cool crate. Of course, I have to do this because I hate when I forget to do this with the box. So I'm going to make sure I flip this thing inside out to show you guys what it looks like. And I also, I mean, you guys probably noticed it, but I still have the Invasion Loot Crate, like, right next to me. And that's probably my favorite crate because it comes out as an actual, like, arcade cabinet. So that's really cool. But I like this one. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with these figures, because all this stuff is, like, well, I guess technically it's a Loot Crate, so all of it's collectible stuff, but sometimes there are things where it's like you get to check them out and you can kind of take it with you and stuff like that. And in this case, everything is like Deadpool figure, Rick figure. I got the t-shirt, so of course like I'm gonna wear that around like crazy. And I'm distracting myself when I talk, so I can't comprehend what I'm doing. So I'm not even gonna waste your time on it, and I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. Plus, if I fold it, it always cuts off the picture anyway. But it's a gate for the walkers, or for zombies, or whatever you want to say. I just call them zombies because Resident Evil was there way longer than Walking Dead, so I stick with zombies. But we got a gate of zombies, and then on the other side here, we just have this. Yeah. Watch, listen, play, share, enjoy more dead at lootcrate.com/experience. So I have no idea what that is, but I guess check it out because it should be interesting. But this is a pretty cool crate. Mostly, there you are. Mostly like little, actual little collectible things. Oh, they have a bunch of little Walking Dead sets. Ooh. And you can win a $1,500 McFarlane toy shopping spree. And you can sign up today at McFarlane.com/LC. And McFarlane, for anyone who doesn't know, basically does like the best toys, period. Spawn, McFarlane. And that should pretty much be all I need to say about that. I wish Spawn was in here. I didn't even consider that, but Spawn would have been freaking sweet. But I knew it was going to be Walking Dead and Deadpool, so I'm not surprised by what we got. But, man, Spawn would have been great. So would Resident Evil, because zombies and stuff, but, you know, it's not, like, in there. Like, they really did, like, based on titles, you know, for this theme. But I like this one. Lots of really cool collectibles. I wish I had a spot for this already, because it's just so cool. But also wish this had, like, a little light on it. That would be really great to just have, like, a little thing, like, make the explosion glow or something. But really great design on this. I really love it. Shirt's definitely cool. Like I said, I don't have a Deadpool shirt, and just to show it upside down, so he's right side up. There it is. But that's really cool. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys would prefer. Would you prefer the regular version or, you know, X-Force version? And I'm pretty sure I showed the picture, but basically for anyone who doesn't know what the X-Force version is, it's black and white instead of, you know, black and red. But that's really it. All the red is white, and that's it. And it's when he was on the X-Force with Wolverine and some other people, and all their costumes were basically black and white because it was like the stealth version. So that's pretty much it. Or gray, technically. But this was nice. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with this soap on the rope, but that's really funny to me. It's like, I'm not gonna use soap on the rope, but mostly because I want to keep this as a collectible, which is still the craziest thing. We did get the one which was like survival or covert, and it was like we got the little survival rope thing. So I don't know, but I like this crate. I thought it was definitely pretty cool. I'm very curious to see what's going to be the unlockable for this month, because I don't know if all of them are going to be comic book things from Comixology, but that would be pretty cool, unless it was The Walking Dead, because I have like the big compendium. So hopefully it's either a Deadpool comic or just like something totally different, and it's not even a comic at all. That would be pretty awesome. But who knows? We'll have to see, because this is only the second time they've ever done unlockables. So I don't know if they're all going to be comic books, or if this will unlock like a game or something, which we've gotten before, but that was just flat out one of the items when they did the Brawlhalla thing, which is a really good game. If you weren't able to get that crate, it's actually a pretty fun game, so I'd advise checking that out. But definitely enjoyed this one. Would love to know what you guys thought about the crate. Favorite items, least favorite items from the crate, whether you like the crate in general or you wish you kind of skipped this crate. I will be doing another unboxing this month, which will be the Loot Anime crate, which I have no idea when that's going to get here. I think that doesn't ship out until later this month, because I know on the website you can order up until the 27th. And they're also doing Loot Gaming next month for the very first time. I don't know what's supposed to be in that. It basically just said low quantities, and it didn't say anything about a theme or what may or may not be in it whatsoever. So if you want to check that out, you can until the 27th, and then they'll probably ship out like, you know, sometime early in March. So I'll be doing that if you guys want to check it out. My Loot Anime unboxing. I may or may not get the Loot Gaming one. I'm just not 100% sure, because I feel like with Loot Crate, it's varied enough where I'll always end up getting at least one thing I like, but with the gaming stuff, I just feel like it would take from such a center that I might end up, getting stuff from all games that I don't really like. So I don't know. And the same with Loot Anime. I only bought the 1 month thing because it was haunted, and I love horror. It was like my favorite genre of pretty much anything. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. But check that out once that's uploaded. If you guys are catching it super late. Like I said, though, I definitely want to know what you guys thought about this crate. So please comment below, let me know. And thanks for watching.